Hello and welcome, dear friends. My name is Gunther Krüger. Today I will talk about depression. And let me say, first of all, depression is a state which we all know, most of us know from time to time, which is characterized of having bad experience, unpleasant experience of ourselves and of the world around us. And it is possible to get out of it at any time. And when it's not, it feels like there is no way. But there is, of course, a way. And first of all, I will start how it came, what the base of this experience is. So let me start in the moment when you entered this world and came into the guidance of the people closest to you. In this very moment, your education, so-called education, started. And education means that you was filled up with data, with words, with messages. You were taught by example, by word, by actions, and so on. And you took that into your consciousness via senses. And when you think back just for a moment and you ask yourself what kind of education you have received, meaning explanations about you, about who you are, about what you are, about what is possible for you to do, what is not possible for you to do, what you are allowed to do, what you are not allowed to do. All these explanations which you have received, look at it and ask yourself if they had anything to do with the truth. I mean, in terms of, is it really true? Are you like this? Are you capable of that which was explained to you? Is the world like as it was explained to you? Are other people the way as they were explained to you? Or maybe it was just the limited beliefs, the opinions of the people which did pass on this kind of knowledge to you. So when you observe that very closely, you may come to the conclusion that all this education was not about the truth, that it was a kind of fake knowledge. So when you come to that point, it would be great to be free of that again, to be uneducated of this kind of knowledge, to be detoxified in a way from that. Because as long as you believe all this to be true, then you will have the experience of the world which you have at the moment. But the world can be, of course, completely different. As you do experience it at the moment, you can see it in other people. People are happy. There are people who live kind of free. They create new things. They create the life in the way they want. And you can do the same because you own a mechanism which is so powerful that it is capable to change your whole life, to change the condition of your body, to change the conditions in your current external world. And this mechanism is your consciousness, and also, and it's a part of your consciousness, the mechanism is your imagination. You can imagine anything. There is nothing that you cannot imagine. You can imagine the most terrible things and realities and events. You can also imagine the most beautiful events. You can imagine simply everything. And this is the mechanism which is allowing you to introduce new realities into your life. Realities which currently do not exist in the so-called external world, which currently do not exist in the world which you can perceive via senses. You may look around and think, okay, I'm stuck in my life, I'm stuck in my realities, I don't have much of a choice, I feel quite tightened up, kind of, wrapped in. This may happen when you look to the external. Still, in your consciousness, you have complete freedom to introduce a reality which you want to experience. Just you. And when you do this, the effect of this will be that it will express into the world, that it will manifest as conditions in your external world and also in your body. And this is simple to prove. For example, on the level of the body, you can imagine really terrible stuff, and you can measure the condition of your body, like your blood pressure, like the tension of your muscles, like your heart function, how it's beating. All this you can measure. So when you imagine terrible scenario, your body immediately will go into terrible states. And when you imagine peaceful, beautiful, perfect realities, your body immediately will change its condition into good. Your blood pressure will go down, your heart will beat slower and more harmoniously. So you can prove already on the level of your body that your imagination is the force which is controlling it. And it's just the same with the so-called external world, which is just the expansion of your body. You have complete control over the material world, including your body and everything around. The only thing is, you don't believe it. And that is the moment where you feel completely unable, not empowered, powerless, let's say, because you believe that external conditions have a power over you and not the other way around, which is not the truth. And you can prove it with this simple method of imagining terrible stuff and great stuff and see what happens in your body. And now I will tell you, you can do just the same thing with the external conditions. It's just that you need to hold on to your imagination instead of following what your senses are telling you. So, if you want to change the conditions in your external world, meaning your relationships with other people, your financial situation, your freedom in the external world, if you want to change it into good, then